There's a war outside the wall. Tonight, bastards, mischiefs, exiles, hounds, we fight. Band together. Avengers, assemble. Hey, what is up, Chaos Squad? It's Chaos, checking back in, doing our weekly review for Game of Thrones. This is Game of Thrones review for Season 7, Episode 5, called East Watch. Alright, folks, if you haven't seen it, go check it out now, because obviously, spoiler alert. Now, so the episode jumps right back into Mr. Old Jaime Lannister and his pimp hand and all that armor. It didn't sink to the bottom. Bronn dug him to hell out of there. I don't know how that heavy-ass hand did not make him drown, but the war's got better things in store for him. A lot of people were angry, I think, last week that he didn't die or there was no major death, but, you know, there doesn't have to be crazy deaths every episode, right? Obviously, they got some bigger and better plans for him coming up here soon, and I think I can see where they're going with it. It's going to be interesting. I like it. But, so Bronn saves him, kind of pokes fun at him, like, dude, you don't die till I get the shit I want. Then we take a quick panorama all around the brutal aftermath of the big old dragon attack, right? This scene is shot so well. It just looks like absolute carnage. It almost looks like something from Silent Hill, you know, all that white ash just everywhere is from the dragon fires and all that kind of stuff. Very cool. I actually like that, and just it kind of gave everybody a very good idea of what exactly those dragons are capable of. Then we get to go see Dany tell everybody, look, bend the knee or I'm gonna burn the shit out of you all. And Tyrion's just like, dude, like, you don't gotta do it. And she's like, dude, don't tell me what to do. About half them, maybe a little bit more than half, actually bend the knee. House Tarly says nah. Tarly's house had Sam's dad. It was said before how proud he is and all these kinds of things about him and whatever, which is kind of funny because he kind of flips sides and all this kinds of stuff. But him and his son basically say no, and she Dracarys the shit out of them, and then everybody else bends the knee. You gotta wonder how loyal these guys are really gonna be, though, right? Like, it's a little bit sketch. And that also makes you wonder, is Sam the head of House Tarly now? Now, it's kind of interesting because technically he forfeited all rights and stuff like that when he went to the Wall, but I'm pretty sure Jon, when he was captain or Lord of the Wall, whatever, I think he let Sam out of the Night's Watch, so I'm not sure exactly all the technicalities there, but it's interesting. It could potentially happen, right? Then we get to see Drogo get to come for a little bit of a landing. He's fine. He can fly, acting like nothing happened. A little bit crazy. I thought he might be grounded for an episode or a little bit something, but I knew he was gonna die. Some people were like, is he gonna die? I'm like, no, he's not gonna die. It was like collarbone, maybe a little bit of the wing shot, but I honestly thought he might be kind of grounded a little bit. Nope, acting like nothing happened. Jon gets to pet him on the nose. They kind of get a little bit of a connection there, and we're still just like, dude, that's gotta tell her, like, you know, he's not a Snow or whatever. And then what is with Dany? You know, like, she just looks at him like, does she want a piece of him, or does she just sense that, like, maybe she's, you know, maybe he is a Targaryen and got dragon blood, because not too many people have touched the big black one before. Phrasing. So that was a really interesting scene, right? So then we get to see all these crows. They're flying, and you can see their eyes going in and out like Worgen, and you're like, okay, what's Bran up to? We get to see this massive army of the White Walkers, and it's huge. It's kind of telling you how crazy big this threat really is. And then he tells the Maester, we gotta send ravens. So I'm thinking, like, no one's gonna believe him. Nobody's gonna care. He thinks Cersei's gonna rush to his side and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, Jon might freak out a little bit, but you know. So the ravens end up at the council first off, and they're all kind of making jokes about this cripple, saying there's zombies and all this kind of stuff. Sam tries to stick up for them, convince them. They ain't having anything of it, but apparently they're gonna ride out there. So we'll see what happens with that. And then we cut to the old Onion Knight. What is he up to? he's going down to old Flea Bottom there. He's got some business to figure out. And I was like, business? What's he doing? Then right when he started walking through, I was like, oh, my God, is Gendry still alive? Completely forgot about that guy. Yeah, he goes and finds Gendry, and he's just like, dude, it's gonna take a little bit of convincing, and he's coming up with all this kind of like trying to figure out this way to twist his arm to come, and Gendry's like, I'm in, let's go. And he's like, you're gonna need a sword. He's like, I'm not good with those, but I got this thing, and we got the old Warhammer, and he's like, he's all about his dad's legacy now, and he thinks he's a big old Baratheon and all this kinds of stuff. Kind of interesting. Then Bronn pulls Jaime's strings here, right? Like somehow Tyrion got a message to Bronn, even though Bronn kind of he kind of screwed him over a little bit in the past. I don't know how the word got to him. Set up a secret meeting, and he told Jaime, like, obviously I was innocent, Dad didn't believe me. Kind of pours his heart out, like, you know, you had it easy, all that kinds of stuff. That's why I killed him. But, you know, I did not kill Joffrey. And he's like, I know, kind of thing, you know, all that kinds of stuff. But he's like, we got bigger issues. Go relay this message to Cersei. Jaime goes back up to Cersei, and then she's like, I already know. And she was having the secret meeting with her maester. And, you know, looking a little bit sketched there, right? At this point, I'm thinking, she's going to kill him. That's exactly what I said. And I think she might. And I think that's what's going to happen with you know, Jaime's death is going to be Cersei. She is cold and evil. She'll kill anybody. I think she'll even kill him. But she, you know, he tells her all that kinds of stuff, and then Cersei's just like, you know, whatever. We'll figure whatever out. By the way, I'm pregnant. Now, is that true or not? Because it just grabs Jaime by the strings and the heart. You know, she knows how to manipulate him so damn good. Do you guys really think she's actually pregnant? That's a pretty good question right there. She could be. I honestly think she's just screwing with him, but it's definitely a possibility. But I think she's pulling his strings, just milking him for whatever he's left worth, kind of thing. Phrasing. Anyways, then all of a sudden, Ser Jorah's back. We have a little bit of emotional time between Ser Jorah and Dany. Then Dany's like, oh, there's Jon. I gotta, like, you know, look all pretty and lost in his eyes. I'm just like, really, what the hell is going on here? So they go out into their boat, and they're gonna go do their thing. Then we get to go to this little bit of scene here with Sam and Gilly. And they're, you know, he's being punished because what he did before with the Jorah thing. So he's going over all these scripts and all this stuff about this guy, his everyday journal about his life. I, you know, woke up, I took a shit, and I ate some porridge, and he's getting pissed. And then Gilly is just like, she starts reading the thing about Rhaegar had an anointment, broke off the marriage with the Princess of Dorne, and was remarried, and then he just like cuts her off. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Maybe she'll keep reading it? No. Stupid Sam. Stupid Sam. God, I just wanted to bitch slap him right there. It was just about to come out that Rhaegar was Jon's dad, and then maybe he could relay a raven, but no, Sam had to ruin everything. Is he gonna finally clue in the whole, like, wait, you were reading something about Rhaegar being remarried and all this kind of stuff, maybe in the next episode or two, because, well, there's only 2 left, but that has to get to Jon at some point. He has to know. We've been building up to this story since day 1. Kind of frustrating. Then we get to see Littlefinger just screwing around, and you're just like, what is he up to? He's passing a piece of paper to some girl, then he's getting some from the maester. Piece of paper, not getting some. You never know. Anyways, hides it in the room. I don't know how he, like, Arya is this ninja, right? And it's kind of weird that he knew she was watching him, and I don't understand if she was trained by Jaqen, she shouldn't have been, like, detected in anyways. But anyways, she goes in, finds the thing he wanted her to find, and it's like the piece of paper talking about when Sansa wrote the letter the saying bend the knee to Joffrey. Robert died from a boar hunt, blah blah blah. I don't understand, like, how she was detected there, and like he watched her leave. He obviously manipulated that whole thing. I think he's trying to drive a little bit of wedge in between Sansa and, well, the whole North is already getting a little restless because Jon's not there and all that kinds of stuff. But I don't know, there's something weird going on there. And like I said, that whole little, like, instance there was a little bit weird. Go back to the wall. our group's there. They find the Brotherhood with the Hound. They all kind of like, no, you can't let the Hound in the Brotherhood. And they put, Gendry's like, they put leeches on me, sold me off to some Red Priestess. And, Jon's like, we're all fighting the same battle. Let's go, boys. Avengers, Justice League, Misfit, Bandit. The other side, they're all bastards, exiles, wildlings. They're just a bunch of misfits, basically, and like, leftover stuff. Like, they're just a bunch of little. It's quite interesting, but it kind of reminded me of this like kind of Justice League Avengers kind of thing forming up in there. They're kind of leaving the wall. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. If they run into that army out there, they're gonna take one and run away. But damn, what do you guys think of that episode? I think that episode was a build-up episode, and again, some people might be mad that big people didn't die. There wasn't crazy fights, but not every episode has to have like Ned Stark die and like Tywin and all this kinds of stuff. Like, obviously, the show is about like a huge aspect is that it's so relentless in that thing, but you can't do it all the friggin' time, right? But it is coming, and I think next episode we're gonna have some of that little Avengers group die, probably a lot of the Brotherhood finally. But next episode I think's gonna be the more action-y packed one. I think this episode was between an 8 and a 9. It was really good. It was a build-up episode, but yeah, there was a couple things that drove me crazy, but nothing could be perfect. Still a very solid season. I enjoyed it. I want to know what you guys thought. Do you guys think Cersei is faking the old mini Joffrey, or is it legit? And is it at the end of the season, at some point, is Jon gonna learn that he is half Stark, half Targaryen? Let me know what you think down below. Thanks for watching. Come back again next week. Chaos out.